What if your student could get a private school education and pay state school prices? That's Oglethorpe University in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, I'm Tamara Baptiste, founder and principal counselor at the College Application Specialist, and I visited Oglethorpe in person. It lives up to the promise, with one number every family needs to know first. I'll get there. Let's start with what I found. 1,400 students, a 13-to-1 student-faculty ratio, an average class size of 12. 12 students. Your student will be in a room where the professor knows their name and their goals, not a lecture hall. And the campus is 15 minutes from Midtown Atlanta. Small school feel, big city access. At most schools, students spend 2 years on gen eds before they touch their major. Not here. At Oglethorpe, you start your major day one of freshman year. The core program replaces gen eds. It runs alongside your major all 4 years. It's discussion-based, and every class is open to every student, regardless of major. That flexibility produces surprises. One student graduated with a second degree in theater she never planned for. 2 things I want STEM families to hear. First, Oglethorpe funds 100% of undergraduate research. Any ethical project, any discipline, the money is there. You present at a symposium, that's the trade. Second, there are almost no traditional tests here. Finals are projects, essays, and real-world experiences. The Drugs and Brain class final is attending AA meetings for a month to understand addiction from the inside. That is not a textbook assignment. That is career preparation. And students who want to launch a business pitch Shark Tank style on campus and get funded if the idea holds up. When Oglethorpe students study abroad, they remain Oglethorpe students. Tuition stays the same. You only pay for flights and living expenses. Financial aid travels with you. With 18-plus exchange partners, Oxford, Japan, Austria, France, Spain, the Netherlands, and more, this is genuinely accessible, not just aspirational. Students studying in non-English speaking countries come back bilingual. Classes shift to the local language by semester's end. That's a credential. The campus is fully gated, closed 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., 24/7 campus safety on site. Parents, it feels protected without feeling restrictive. Beyond safety, 60-plus student organizations, 16 Division III sports teams, broad Greek life. Baseball took the top 3 conference spots this year. Soccer went to nationals for the 5th time. And the bell tower rings every hour. Every senior gets to climb it, sign the guest book, and ring those bells at graduation. The admissions officer giving us the presentation is an alumna and still hears the bells from her house. That tells you something. 92% of graduates enter their field within 6 months of graduation. Not just get a job, their field. 15 minutes from Midtown Atlanta means Fortune 500 companies, startups, healthcare systems, film studios, all within reach while your student is still enrolled. And at a school this size, professors make calls on your behalf. One student had a job before she walked across the stage because her director made one phone call. That doesn't happen at 40,000 students. This is the slide to screenshot. 97% of students receive financial aid. Merit awards from $19,000 to $27,000 per year. Automatic, no separate application. There are also 4 full tuition scholarships: the James Edward Oglethorpe, Civic Engagement, Theater, and Hammock Business, awarded through a campus competition called Scholarship Weekend. Now here's the program that makes Oglethorpe a real conversation for donut hole families. Flagship 50. If you qualify, Oglethorpe matches the in-state tuition at your home state's flagship university. Here is the number I promised at the start. To qualify for Flagship 50, your student needs a 3.8 GPA as calculated by Oglethorpe, not your high school's GPA, or a 1400 SAT superscore, or a 30 ACT, not a 3.0, a 3.8. Run your students' actual numbers before you plan around this, and apply early action by December 1st for Scholarship Weekend eligibility. Rolling admissions. Apply anytime, decisions come on a rolling basis. Early action is December 1st, free and non-binding. That's where you want to be. It gets you Scholarship Weekend eligibility and costs you nothing. Test scores are optional. Submit them only if they help. No CSS profile required. Apply early action, get the fee waiver, and let the scholarship process work. What no brochure tells you. This campus feels safe in a way you can actually feel. The freshman dorm is built around an open courtyard. Walk out your door and you're facing all your neighbors. Oglethorpe is for students who want Atlanta access in a small school setting. For families who need merit aid and have a student with the profile to qualify. And for students who learn by discussing and doing, not by sitting quietly in the back of a lecture hall. If you want to know whether Oglethorpe belongs on your students' list, book a discovery session. The link is in the description. I help families make the right call, not just the obvious one.